Welcome back to the Aluminum Channel. I'm Scott Drake. My guest is Dr. Ray Parkinson. He is Vice President of Advanced Engineering with Kaiser Aluminum, and we're continuing our discussions on aluminum machining solutions. Dr. Parkinson, what is anodizing and why is it so important to customers using aluminum?
Well, hi, Scott. The anodizing process is something that is done to actually change the surface of the aluminum itself, the surface oxide of the aluminum. And it's done for many different reasons. In some cases, it may be to improve wear resistance. In other cases, it may be done to improve corrosion resistance. But the majority of times that it's done actually is to change the color of the material itself so that it enhances the aesthetics of the product and makes it attractive in the final application. One of the things that we've found is our customers have come to us really a bit dissatisfied with the final finish of the anodized process. We call this an enhanced characteristic, the anodized finish, because we know it's so important to the customer. And it's not much good if some of the material is okay and some of the material doesn't look quite as good. And customers complained about some parts looking blotchy, some parts looking a little grainy. Some were all right, but not all. So we took this on as being something that is important to the customer, that they would get a final quality finish every time on every part.
So Dr. Parkinson, when does anodizing take place and what are some of the consequences of an inconsistent surface?
Well, Scott, unfortunately for the suppliers or our customers, the process is at the end usually of the operation. And so a lot of time, a lot of effort and expense has been invested into the part by the time that it actually gets to be anodized. So the customers are pretty disappointed if after all that effort and investment, the part doesn't pass the required surface aesthetics. And also it means that they're probably going to miss some downstream deliveries because obviously we have customers waiting for parts. The KaiserSelect products that we've developed have a grain structure that allows us to have a very consistent grain structure throughout the thickness of the product. This is important and one of the factors, not the only factor, but one of the factors that leads to a very good final anodized finish. In our rod and bar products, we have this through thickness variation minimized. But also in our plate products where we have material that can be going up to somewhere around 10 inches or 250 millimeters. And in this case, the through thickness is a lot harder to control, but we do so in the process such that even though the part finally machined by, in fact, this case, the semi-conductor manufacturers, it still has a very good finish, even though there are very thin parts next to very thick sections. It all looks very good. We also have some customers who have even greater demands than that in some specific, call it hobby applications where surface finish sells the part. And for these customers, we've had to work a little harder at controlling the grain even more in a product called Ultra Precision Rod. And our customers are being very satisfied with the extra control that we can put into that. And again, getting the right first time finish on every part, lot to lot and piece to piece. And what many customers have found is that really they need to have a trial of the material. So if you're interested in seeing the benefits of what this material can be to your operation, please contact one of your distributors, and there are many local distributors that you can contact.
My guest has been Dr. Ray Parkinson. He is Vice President of Advanced Engineering at Kaiser Aluminum. I'm Scott Drake and you're watching the Aluminum Channel.